Meu nome é Aviana Lozano, eu tenho 19 anos. Hoje eu vou apresentar para vocês minha final apresentação. About a year ago, I didn't know how to say any of that, but because of my Rotary Club, which are you guys, I was able to learn all of that and have one of the best experiences in my life. And now, what I basically said was, hello people, good afternoon. My name is Aviana, I have 19 years, or I am 19 years old. Today I will do my final presentation for Rotary. And so now I will show you a video. I'll be talking through this video. Is it working? Oh. Oh. She's taking her time right now. But I'll be showing you a video that I made, basically my 11 months there, just a little bits and pieces of it. And I'll be talking through the video. Okay. Is she ready? Okay. So this is me boarding on the plane to Sao Paulo in Brazil. This is me actually on the plane, as you can see. This is me in the airport in Sao Paulo, just walking around, taking videos. This was that was in August 11, 2018. In this video right here, I just landed. Hold on. Okay. In this video here, in that video, I just landed in the capital of my state, Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais is my state that I lived in, but I lived in Ipatinga. Ipatinga, Minas Gerais, and Ipatinga was inside a valley. Ipatinga was inside a valley, and inside that valley there was 3 other cities, but my city was the biggest out of the 3. And so in this video, I was in the park of my city, and we were going sledding because it's winter. And so this is me sledding in the winter time when I arrived. Yes, it was down the hill, and as you can see, there's no snow. Also, in my state, there's a lot of mountains. It's a very mountainous area, which is not like in Connecticut as much. And so while we were driving up a mountain to go to the top to take pictures, we actually saw some horses, and there's actually a lot of free-range horses and cows. Oh wait, let me go back a little. It goes a little too fast. This is what it looks like. This is what all of Minas Gerais basically looks like. And if you look out in the corner right there on the street, there are horses, and we can walk. This is the video of orientation week. These are all the exchange students in my district, all from various different countries. And fortunately, one of my best friends, Laura, she is from the United States, in which I'll be able to meet her very soon. She's from Minnesota in Minneapolis. He's from Taiwan. He's from Taiwan. He's also from Taiwan. So yeah, that flag there is the Zimbabwean flag. And these are just various students. This is in the mall of my city, because we had orientation in my city. This is us in like a little theater. And this is the day when everyone was going back to their other cities in Minas Gerais. That's my school. This is a little bit of my school right here. We were at a handball game. And this is just another video. Oh, this is the video of my first host family. I'll just pause it here. So my first host family, every single year on Independence Day of Brazil, which is September 7th, they would have a family gathering from all over the state of Minas Gerais, or even from like the country, Brazil, and it's called Net Louro. And so they would meet up, and they would do some sort of little costume party. And so yeah, and this theme of the party this year, it was like forest or floresta, you would say. And this is like what the farm looked like, which is where the party was. As you can see, this is my first host family, by the way. My host brother, host dad. Oh, whoops. This is the farm, and this is still photos of the farm.
If you push the table a little closer, I think it'll be bigger.
Further away. Get smaller.
Oh, further away.
Okay, so that's my host brother, that's my host dad, and that was my host mom. This is like typical Brazilian food. This is the farm. It's like a little video of it with everyone. And like it was like over 100 people in this farm. It was so crazy. This is more Brazilian food. This is my first time eating chicken hearts. And this is more typical Brazilian. Every single day and every single meal, except for breakfast, they would always eat rice and beans with some sort of meat and barely any vegetables. It would be like iceberg lettuce. This is my first concert in Brazil. I got to see Enrique and Juliano, and they are like Brazilian country musicians. This is Brazilian sushi here. I wanted to put it in because it was so different. And this is Thanksgiving. We celebrated all the Americans in our district. We celebrated Thanksgiving in my city because I was able to host it. And so they came to Ipatinga. There was about 7 people that came, and it included also 1 Australian and 1 Brazilian. And we did like a 3-day Thanksgiving event at the farm, and we cooked everything from scratch, except for the turkey. The turkey was already like pre-seasoned. And so this is the couch, and this is all the food here. We made mashed potatoes. We made, what is it called? French, what's it called? Mother, do you remember what it's called? The French onion.
Oh, French fried onions.
Yeah, French fried onions. Yeah, we made that too. And right after, we went to, we went to our orientation for Christmas. Well, it was like a few weeks before Christmas, but the theme was Christmas. And we met with another district as well, with other exchange students, and we met all the outbounds going to their future countries and all that. And so this person here that's going over me, he's from Mexico, and it was our tradition that every time we met up, he would do this. And so, yeah. And so this is the second time that we saw each other because he lived 4 hours away from me. And so we got to do that. And this is where the orientation was. This was all of us. This is just to show my friends. This is me in class. I was sleeping. And then this is just that was just a little video of what my city looked like. Let me, I didn't sleep all the time in class, but there were some times where people caught me like that. His name was Andre, and he was like one of my closest friends in Brazil. So this is just a little video of what my city looked like. It was pretty big. And in this video, or in this here, this is what the capital looked like. Here, as you can tell, it's like more of like a city like New York. And I went with Sarah and Tess, and they are both Australians, and they left in January to go back to their country. And this is, yeah. And then this is Sarah's goodbye party here. Her goodbye/birthday party, because I wasn't able to see her off because I actually went to the beach in Brazil. And this is me at the beach in Brazil. It's very nice. This is just a little video of me going through one of the beaches. I went to Victoria, Espírito Santo, and it's a city in another state, and it was 6 hours away from where I live. So I was 6 hours away from the beach, which is very weird for me because I'm so used to just going like a 20-minute drive or to just swim. But no, it took 6 hours. I only went there twice to the beach. And this is my first time. It's very nice. It's very hot too. It was very hot where I lived. My goodness. Also, it was very normal. I went too fast. It was very normal to eat corn on the beach, casually, kind of like eating a popsicle stick, but instead you're eating corn with a little bit of butter on it. And so I did that for the first time. I thought that was really cool because I love corn. And during this trip at the beach, we also went to a really, really old church. I believe it dated back, old in Brazilian time. It dated back in from the 1800s, which is still old, but not compared to European old. And so this is what the church looks like. Also, if you guys have any questions, comments, or want to say what your thoughts about it, you can say that. This is more food. This is what I saw every day when we went through the state. And I thought, it's nice. Because it's so mountainous there. More food. Another thing that was very normal in Brazil is that in each farm that people owned, they would have dogs. Like there's stray dogs everywhere. And so there was a lot of dogs at the farm, which also, and it's not exactly a farm. A farm here is a farm, which is the word fazenda. But in Brazil, there's a different type of farm called sítios, and they have like a pool. They have like sometimes they'll have a waterfall there, But at the same time, it's very much like a farm because there's chickens, people raise cows and whatnot, and so the word for that is a sítio in Portuguese. And so this is just going through the farm area, what it looks like.
What would you say would be differences in the education system?
Oh, geez, this is a very large difference between the education system. Like, for example, in America, you get to choose your classes typically, while in Brazil, you stay in one class for your whole entire year, like a homeroom class, and the teachers come to your classroom. You don't go to whatever classes they're in. And I would say that, so the school that I went to was very much very much into math and science. So let's say I would only have one English class in 1 week, but every single day I would have biology A, biology B, chemistry A, chemistry B, physics A, physics B, and so on and so forth. And also mathematics A, mathematics B. So it wasn't very balanced, I would say, compared to America. But also in America, you get to choose. While in at my school, they were able to choose what classes they want. They would just receive them. And also, it's similar to like the college process as well. So they have like a SAT sort of thing, and it's called a NEM. And it's basically what a NEM is that it's a test of all the subjects you've learned since you were a kid up till your last year of high school. And so you have to take a test on it. And if you do well, you go to a good college. If you don't, then you have to take it again next year. And this is my first time at at a waterfall, which you can swim in, really swim in. And so there's that. So my birthday's in January, which is it's really funny because here it's winter, like the dead of winter. There it's like the middle of summer. And so when my Rotary Club there, they made me a surprise birthday party. And so I went to a Rotarian's house. It was actually at the time the Rotary president's house. And I went to her house, and all the Rotarians were there. And all of a sudden, they brought a cake out for me. They started saying "Parabéns para você," which is "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you." I was like, "Oh wow, this is amazing!" And so this is just a photo of my birthday there. This is this is a photo of me at the sítio again. This is what Brazilian food, more Brazilian food, as you can tell. I really liked it. And it was really funny. I keep telling my mom that a lot of the times with Brazilian food, they would put hard-boiled eggs. I don't know if you really saw it because it was really fast, the video. But they would eat spaghetti with hard-boiled eggs, and rice with hard-boiled eggs, and beans with hard-boiled eggs. And I thought, oh, that's different. And this is, I went to the beach a second time in January. And so this is the second time I went. And I went with my second host family. And this time we went to another church that's really old. And yeah, and that one was really cool because it was bigger and it was on top of a mountain. So I thought, yeah. Also, that was so another funny thing is that, so in America, I'm not a fan of coconuts at all. I really, really hate coconuts. Actually, coconut milk, the actual coconut, the skin and all that. But when I went to Brazil, I tried my first coconut at the beach the second time I went, and it was amazing. I fell in love with coconuts. I could not stop drinking coconut water at all when I went there. And so, yeah, that's that. And then this is also, so by this time, the second exchange, I was the only exchange student in my city. And in January, we received an Australian exchange student. Her name is Naomi, and she is one of my closest friends now. This is Naomi's on the left, the one in the middle is a Brazilian. Her name is Louisa. This is Laura. That's Oliver right there. This is my first time meeting Oliver. He's also Australian. We went to his house. And so the four of us are like a group. We consider each other as family, so that was really neat. This is Carnival here. It was very, very full. It was my first time. we met up with other exchange students. During Carnival, it was at the Capitol. This is just a little video to show like how full Carnival was, and it was raining too. On the last day, I met up with Naomi, and she went with her host family. Oh, in this video, there's audio to it, but in this video, we gave a surprise birthday party to Naomi, and she didn't know. And in this video, it shows how to say happy birthday in Portuguese. And so it goes, parabéns pra você, essa data querida, muitas felicidades, muitos anos, querida. That's it. And then the next day, we went to the park again. And we went to the park a lot because it was beautiful there, as you can see. And you can't exactly swim in the lake. There's a clear sign that says you cannot swim in the lake. And, oh my God, this is yes, more food. What a surprise. But in this photo, this is acai, or I think in English it's called acai. I'm not really sure because I've never had it in America. But acai is a fruit that is from Brazil, and it's from the Amazon. And it's a very popular food that you can just buy off the street anywhere. And usually you would eat it with fruits, condensed milk, milk powder, and granola, a granola mix if you wanted to. You can, of course, add more to it, but that's about it. What I've heard that in the United States, it's a lot more healthier, I guess. So they add more fruits. They don't eat it with condensed milk or any sugar and all that. This is a photo of Laura and I at the park again. Laura didn't live in my city. She lived in the city next to me. This is Laura's birthday party here, where she turned 19 in April. This is the three of us at her birthday. This is another photo of me at the seashore in the hammock, because every time I went there, I would always sleep in the hammock. This is the second conference where everyone met up in Sete Lagoas, which literally means 7 lakes, and we were watching a volleyball game. And in this video, my friend Oliver, who's an Australian, is saying, I think the skill level is pretty impressive. I wouldn't be able to play this much. And so, yeah, that's just that. Also, the whole time, it never snowed, of course. It was very hot. So actually, it's really funny, I always say this, that the climate there right now is the exact same as the climate here, and it's winter in Brazil. And sometimes it gets colder here than it is now in Brazil. So I always say that. This is my third host sister. I just moved in with them, with my third host family by this time. This is about May-ish. And soon I would have been going to the Amazon. My first and last trip in Brazil. Well, my first trip, actually. Because later on I went to Rio, and I went to Juiz de Fora that was my last conference with everyone. This is the pet dog, and he was eating mango seed. I just wanted to put that picture in of the banana. Where is it? Where's the banana photo? Wait. Because I've never seen a banana that's like 2 bananas in one. And so I just wanted to show that, because I was like, whoa, that's so different. Where is it? There it is, the banana photo. And in this video, so before, my mom sent me a care package of American food. And so right now, in this video, I brought in the American food Takis. And I gave it to some of the students at my school, all my friends. And this is a video of them all trying it at the same time and giving like their reviews about it. And they're so scared because Takis, it's like very red and very powdery. So it looks spicy, and it is very spicy. So this is them trying it at that moment. This is the exchange students. And that photo, that was all the exchange students from my city. This is, so in this few photos that you just saw, we went to the Capitol once again before the Amazon trip. And so in this video right here, my friend just bought socks off the street at this restaurant. She just bought them because this lady was offering socks, and she bought them off the street. I thought that was so funny, because that's not very common here in America to just buy socks off the street for a random lady. And so we went to the Capitol, and in just a few moments you'll see photos. This is me boarding the plane to the Amazon with all my friends. And this is Manaus, which is where where we start our Amazon trip. This is inside like a market where I bought souvenirs and that sort of stuff. This is a famous theater, and this is a video of us walking through our Amazon for our first night. It was very cool. It was very much like a jungle. It was very dense. It was very hot, very humid, very wet too. We were like on and off rain when we were walking through. It was very slippery. And also, so on the Amazon trip, we slept on a boat for 7 days on hammocks, and we also received hammocks as well. So in this video, it shows how many boats were there and us embarking on our little trip. And in the Amazon, too, there's, oh my goodness, it went by so fast. And so in the Amazon, too, there's several rivers that connect into the Amazon River. And so this picture right there, okay. In this picture right here, it shows the two rivers meeting each other, and it's literally called the meeting of the two rivers. And they don't mix together at all. And so a lot of people say like, oh, it's like coffee, like black coffee and milk, because they don't mix. And the reason why they don't mix is because of different temperatures and the chemicals in each one. Not the chemicals, but the bacteria. And so I'll go here. And so this is Laura and I. There was a very large tree that would get the nutrients from the water. And so the trunk was extremely large. It was like, bigger than that table. It was like so huge. And then this is me with the little animals. Oh, it goes by so fast. I had an anaconda around me. This is the sloth. And then unfortunately I didn't get a photo with the dolphin, but that is a pink dolphin right there. And this is just a video of us going through the river at the Amazon. And you can just imagine that the Amazon River was extremely huge, like the width, the size of it all. And also I didn't put in the video, but we also went fishing for piranhas. I didn't put any pictures in it or videos because it would be too long. This video was already 15 minutes long, and so I didn't put it in. But we went in at 6 a.m. in the morning one day. We went fishing for piranhas. And it was really cool because I've never seen a piranha in my life. It's not very common in Norwich, Connecticut to have piranhas here. And so, yeah, I thought that was cool. And this picture right here, I planted a tree in the Amazon. And I didn't know that we could name it our tree. And so I named my tree Aviana. That's her name. She'll be there. And then this is also my family, my quote-unquote family of the Amazon trip. And this is our trip to Juiz de Fora, which is in Minas Gerais, but it's in the south. And it was actually really funny that I didn't get to see any monkeys in the Amazon trip, but in Juiz de Fora, in a city, I got to see several monkeys. And so that photo before was a monkey that I saw. And then this is all the exchange students. This is our last conference, by the way, of all the exchange students, and we got to do a little dance, we got to sing a little bit for Rotarians, and this is, so for every time that I meet that guy with the orange blazer, he's from the Netherlands / Holland, and as you know, they're extremely tall there, and I'm one of the shortest in our group, and so I always took a photo with him because it was such a big height difference. And this is just a photo of like what Juiz de Fora looks like. And then this is a photo of my little group in Vale do Aço, which means the Valley of Steel, which is where I live. And then this is my trip to Rio de Janeiro, or Rio de Janeiro. And this is a monkey there I saw. But there were several monkeys in Rio, which is funny. This is the garden that we went to. And then we went to the museum tomorrow. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put any photos or pictures except for this one. But the museum tomorrow is basically like the theme of it was about the future, what we should do for the environment, and all that. In this photo, we went to like a hippie market, and I got several souvenirs there in Rio. And then this is the famous beach, Copacabana or Ipanema. The two of them are right beside each other. And then this is a photo of me going to the staircase, a very famous staircase in Rio, with my friends, Laura and Josephine. Josephine is from Germany. We also went to a very famous public library in Rio as well, and this is what it looked like. And it's called the Portuguese Public Library. And on this day too, we went to my class trip, a little class party. And so in Brazil, it's very, they have Festa Junina, which is a country party. And so there's like specific food for this party. You get dressed up a little bit. So if you notice, some people are wearing plaid shirts. There's like food, there's decorations for it. And basically it's just a country party. And so on that day, me and my friends, we went to that. And this is my class right here. This is like my homeroom class. And then on this day also we went to the park again. And this is my third host family. This is what they look like. My host sister, my host dad, my host mom, and the maid. And this is Laura at her Festa Junina at her school. As you can see, it's very large. Another thing, while I'm exchange, I went to a old folks home with my Interact Club, and it was a very good experience for me because I'd never been to that sort of thing. And yeah, and so I just wanted to put in there. And the quote here, where was it? I'll read off the quote. If you look, you're welcome. In this house, we are all crazy for love and with other things. Enter, and you'll be one. You are welcome. So that's that. This is my Interact Club. This is some of the participants in my Interact Club, and I went to every Interact Club meeting that I could go to. This is a photo of my host sister feeding the dog, and this is the Rotary president, or she was the Rotary president. I went to like a little Brazilian barbecue, or as they say, a churrasco, and I went to a churrasco with her and her son. And unfortunately, for my last days of my in Brazil, I got very close to them, and they offered me to go to the northeast of Brazil, which is where all the famous beaches are, with them. So yeah, this is a duck. That was a duck, the mascot of my school. This is my Festa Junina here, and this was just about 2 weeks ago. And this is like where everyone wears usually, as you can see. And she is my dance partner for my Festa Junina. And that's me at school with Festa Junina for dancing with my class. And this is my host brother, or my second host family. And he went to Germany, and I wasn't able to meet him until the day before I left. And so yeah, we met. And this is the day of that I was leaving to America. This is what it looked like. It was very beautiful. My host sister took this photo of me. I just wanted to put it in there. And that's my flight to the United States, and I was in Toronto. And in this video, I was landing right in Bradley Airport in Connecticut. And that was my exchange. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Okay, does anyone have any questions? One.
Can you explain your jacket and all things on it?
Yes, I can explain. Okay, so actually it's really funny that during Juiza Fora in my last conference, my jacket was very disorganized. There was so much stuff on it. It was overlapping that my German friend Albrecht, or as we call him, Uncle Lau, he said to me, "Let me organize my jacket for you. I love organizing things." I'm like, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." And so he organized it, and as you can see, what's on my heart isn't Brazil. It's the German flag, because he put it on there, and he told me that I cannot remove it, because he's the one that organized it. And so, yeah. And so, let me explain. This is my tag, Aviana Lozano from Rotary. These are a few candy wrappers that I collected let's see, this is beef, this is chocolate, and this is peanuts. And I can't eat peanuts, but someone gave it to me. Let's see. I received all of these from exchange students, Brazilian exchange students, and also exchange students from different countries. These, as you can see, they're all from the same theme. My host sister has 8 different types. My host sister, by the way, she's going to go to the Netherlands for her exchange this year. And so she has 8 different types of pins. And so she gave me all 8 different types of her pins. So there's that. Let's see, this is from India. A Taiwanese exchange student gave this to me. I don't know what this is for. Oh no, I remember what this is for. It fell out actually. My host family gave this to me. They went to Peru a few years ago, and they were able to give this to me. This is from a Japanese student that I met in the Amazon. This is from, where is this from? I believe this is from Nigeria. I'm not really sure what flag this is. I can't remember right now. And a lot of the reason why I have so many Australian pins is because the Australians just have so many pins, and Taiwanese exchange students too. So as you can see, 1, 2, there's another one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a lot of Taiwanese pins. That's just that. I have a lot of Australian pins too. And this right here, I got this during Carnival because there was basically, I'll just explain this here. During Carnival, everyone gets very drunk, and so there was a drunk man that went up to me and said, like, would you like my wings? And I said, okay. So I just took his wings, and now I have it on my blazer. It has a memory. And, see. And this here, my second host mom gave it to me, and this is from the northeast of Brazil. And wait, do you mind giving me that? And these are all like the festivals that I went to here. This is a concert that I went to here on the front stage, just to show. So I put it all together. And this was right here, but it fell off. Yes, and so that's that.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Don't run away. Okay, I know you were thinking that you did this to learn things. Well, you told other people that, right? But the real reason we all know you went to Brazil was to get this, a Norwich Rotary mug. And I know you were bragging when you were down there that someday you would return to the country of your origin and you would receive a book, an appropriate book in your name, donated to the Otis Library.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, now you can say it was all worth it. I know you were iffy before.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
Now it's all,
your
yes, finally.
Okay. Very much, Aviana.
Oh, thank you, Rotary Club.
That was a great presentation. We hope you had a lot of fun
Yes, I did.
and made us very proud. Okay, now to close our meeting, I'll leave you with this. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana.
Where am I?
Fruit fries like banana.
Okay.
Helicopter's leaving.
Okay.
Mike, I'll email you the 7 piece.
Oh, yeah.